Hey everyone, welcome back to MentorTCG. I'm bringing to you guys the YuGiOhtcg Darkwing Blast. This is one of the the original ongoing booster pack series, that the original flows of booster boxes that comes out of YuGiOh. It's not those smaller boxes. This is the ongoing, bigger. It has your new cards coming in. It has new supporting cards coming in. It's that box. This is actually our first one, and the reason why it's our first one, I didn't really want to start off with Tactical Masters, but it was something that Tactical Masters was one of those boxes that actually, it came out in between Pokemon and Digimon TCG games. So there was a little stint there that, you know, it helped us bridge the gap between box to box, series to series. As you can see, I was actually a YCS 100 at Anaheim way back when. That was a long time ago. But this is one of my favorite series. Got one of these guys. I'm the original owner of this thing. Taking care of it since then, and I've only used it for certain occasions. This being our very first box, and I've been playing since this series, Blackwings first came out. Thought it'd be nice just to bust it out, to showcase it to you guys. With that, let's get started. The reason why we start off with this box is because it is Blackwings. I was playing X-Sabers at the time, and Blackwings were the main decks. It came from Judgment Dragon and Lightsworns, Dads and Teledads going into Blackwing decks. And this was the deck that, you know, stumbled a lot of people. In between that time, well, and then going forward, you actually had your Infernity decks, and those things were monsters. Then you had your Quick Draw decks. That's the series I came into YuGiOh, and played majority of my time at that point, up until XYZs came in. Being new to the channel, being a new seller to you guys, I thought it'd be a nice time to actually introduce YuGiOh back into our lives. I'm not a competitive player anymore, but I do want to see how these things do as a seller. But also, you know, it's that nostalgia factor. It's something I grew up with. I really don't like YuGiOh packs because I'm always scared I'm gonna cut them if I use scissors, right? But let's go ahead and I'll try to open up these packs with you guys without actually messing up any cards. And the thing about YuGiOh cards is they already come. They're so much smaller than your original packs that they're already flopping around in there before you even get them. So I am sorry if you ever get bad cards. You'll notice that it's always clipped in the corners of it already. We got Cucumber Horse. We got Tilting Entertainment. Kashtira Ogre. This is one of the new series in this box. Yeah, so we got Bysteel, and we got this, and then look at that. Decisive Battle of Golgonda. Awesome. But here we go. We open up with a super rare for our first pack. Shamal the Sandstorm. From my understanding, this is a tuner and one of the ones that you actually want to have in this deck if you're actually building Blackwings, the new 2022 series. Of course, if you don't have your Blackwings from back then, you're going to have to get your Gale. You're going to have to get your other supporting cards, your Synchro Monsters. Blackwing Dragon, the original one. Not the one that comes in this one, but the original. And there's also, hopefully, maybe we pull a Starlight of Blackwing Dragon, the original. It comes in a Starlight Rare. If I could pull a Starlight Rare, I would be excited. That makes this box worth it, you know? Piece for the entire box itself. But Blackwing Shamal, this is what it does. You can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Place one Black Feather Whirlwind from your deck face up in your spell and trap zone. If a Blackwing Synchro Monster or Blackwing Dragon is special summoned to your field while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this card, then target one Blackwing Monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand, then take 700 damage. 700 is not that much. And nowadays, you only play 1 or 2 rounds before you already know who's going to be taking the game. Then you're going on to your second game, side decking and all that good stuff. But after you take that second damage, you can only use each effect of Blackwing Shamal the Sandstorm once per turn. That's a little typical in YuGiOh, but this is one of those cards you do want to add to your deck if you're building a Blackwing deck and you're using those Black Feather Whirlwind. We got Tobari the Sky Ninja, and there's a lot of ninjas in this series. So if you're looking for a ninja deck, I mean, if you're just, you want to play ninjas, you go ninjas. Freki the Runic Fangs. We got Prediction Princess, Bibliomuse, Silent Wolf, Kalupo. I'm not going to talk too much into detail about a lot of these cards. I do want to just open these up with you guys. There are, since we did Tactical Masters, there are supporting cards for Valence and for, no, I think it's Valence. The Valence is the only one, and Runic. Runic and Valence get a couple supporting cards in here, as well as Tri-Brigades. Tri-Brigades is probably the most recent, newest cards that I do own for Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of combined it with my X-Saber deck, just to see how flow goes and how the deck runs. It runs really well, but the last ban list kind of did it for me, and I just went back to original X-Sabers. Alright, so we got Tier Element Scream. Like I said, we do have supporting cards. Scareclaw Twin Saw. Tilting Entrainment, sorry about that. Tier Element's Heartbeat. We got another super rare here. Myriologic Aggregator. Awesome. Cybers, that's a new one for me. XYZ monster. Guy looks insane for 2600 and 30,000 defense. That's cool. The Great Noodle Inversion. Awesome. Add the bottom card of your deck to your hand, then take one card from your deck, shuffle, and place that card on the bottom of the deck. Kind of odd, but if you're working on the bottom of your deck, that's one card to use. Here's another one for Blackwings. I will cover Blackwings because that's the reason why we're jumping into Yu-Gi-Oh! The nostalgia factor, the fact that I used to play against Blackwings up back then, and it's a great jumping on point, you know. When a spell or trap card is activated, remove one black feather counter from your field, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. If you control Blackwing Dragon, you can set the card from your graveyard, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use one Black Shadow Squall effect per turn, and only once that turn. Interesting. Naturia Blessing is something I did run. It's a quick effect. Nice. I'm gonna have to look into that later. Amazonas is another great deck that gets a lot of support in this Darkwingblast. Amazonas Augusta. That's cool. Now let's go. Let's power through some of these guys. Hopefully we get something good. It does seem like you do get a good amount of secrets in a box, maybe one or two, but it pretty much does pay for the box if you pull the good ones. And I do have something to showcase for you guys as well. Amazonas Spiritualist. You got Kashtira Preparations, Galti Cosmos. Vernus Elf in Full Bloom. So it's a turn card, I believe. And we got Lady Labyrinth of the Silver Castle. That is awesome. Alright, this is a great pull, guys. This is a secret rare, not to be mistaken with Starlight Rare. But secret rares, they look awesome nonetheless. If you're running a Labyrinth deck, here's one of your awesome supporting cards that you do want to add to your deck. Be sure to get these guys off of where I sell TCG Player. MentorTCG. I do have my own pro sites at MentorTCG.tcgplayerpro.com if you want to come see my shop. We got Blackwing Twin Shadow. Shuffle two of your Blackwing monsters, one tuner and one non-tuner, that are banished and or in your graveyard into the deck or extra deck. Special summon one Blackwing Synchro monster or Blackwing Dragon from your extra deck, whose level equals the total levels of those two monsters. Just another way to bring out your synchro beasts. Dude, they will hit hard for you. Especially, well, of course you're running Blackwing, so synchro Blackwing monsters, they're gonna hit hard. And fast. Alright, if you control two or more Blackwing monsters, you can activate this card from your hand. You can only activate one Blackwing Twin Shadow per turn. Yeah, that's to slow all the crazy stuff that you can go do, that goes down in one turn. But also keeps control in a good space for the game. Original Bamboo Sword. That's an equipped spell card. Curse of Arametir. Yori Shiro of the Aqua. Awesome. I think that's a great pull. Just to kick things off, you know. It's It's not the best secret, but it is a really good one to pull. Guilty Cosmos, Amazoness Secret Arts, Amazoness Spiritualist. We got Decisive Battle of Golconda, and we got Dynamite. Powerload the Draco Slayer. This is a Pendulum card, so if you guys haven't played Pendulum, you can either play it as a monster or you can play it as a spell or trap. In the spell or trap zone, furthest to the left or furthest to the right. Original Bamboo Sword, Amazoness Golden Whip Master. Crazy. I like the artwork on this girl. That's awesome. Scareclaw Decline. We got Infernal Queen Salmon. Eat that for dinner, dude. The guy upside down. We got Scareclaw Twin Saw. Hanshi Kyudo Spirit. Yeah, Amazoness War Chief. Oh, and we got another ultra rare. Sorry about that, guys, for spoiling that for you. Mitsu the Insect Ninja. Awesome. Awesome. Anything over ultra rare, I will go ahead and sleeve. Doesn't mean they are very expensive. That just means I respect the cards. And when I do sell them, depending on the value of the card, I do put it in a penny sleeve or whatnot. Underworld Ritual of Prediction, Yorishiro of the Aqua, Stars Align Across the Milky Way, Tubari the Sky Ninja, Amazoness War Chief, and Kashtira Ogre. Awesome. And don't pop up all at once. Let's get through some of these packs without pulling something crazy like that. Maturio Mole Cricket. Maturio Beast. Awesome. Amazoness Secret Arts. Turbo Tainted Hot Rod GT19. Ninjutsu Art of Dancing Leaves. We got Terrors in the Hidden City. Psychic Rover. Tearlament's Grief. So you are getting a few spell cards for Tearlaments if that's what you're running. We got Kagero the Cannon Ninja. And Blackwing Twin Shadow. Ninjutsu Art of Dancing Leaves. Here we go, Tribe Grade Showdown. It is a continuous spell, so if a beast warrior or winged beast monster is special summoned to your field, you can target one of your banished Tribe Brigade monsters, add it to your hand. After damage calculation, if your Tribe Brigade monster battled an opponent's monster, you can return that opponent's monster to the hand. You can only use each effect of Tribe Brigade Showdown once per turn. That's crazy. From my understanding, Soul Scissors, Ninjutsu Art Tool Iron Dagger. From my understanding, Bysteel. Here's where first Bysteel's showing here. This guy looks like boss. Is that Tri Brigades is more of a supporting engine than it is an actual deck. Things I can relate that to is something like Rescue Rabbit. Their whole it doesn't work as a team. But if you're running Rescue Rabbits or you're running Rescue Hamster, it just helps. It's an engine it's a card that builds the engine of your deck to make it run smoother, run faster, and you can start popping off of those guys. Celestial Apparatus Tessie. Awesome. Psychic Rover, Amazoness Golden Whip Master, Maturia Camellia. Awesome. So yeah, don't get too hung on every single series archetype has its it's a meta deck or anything. Some of them are, Valence is a new one. Labyrinth is a new one. I'm not saying they're meta decks, but those are decks that you could put a full deck around them. But others are just, engines that help you run your deck. You just have to study the cards and get to know your opponent's deck as well as get to know your own deck so you can make it more faster or more speedier and do that damage. We have Decisive Battle of Golconda. Blackwing Zonda the Dust. This guy looks awesome. You can add special summon monsters from the extra deck, except synchro monsters. You can only use one of the following effects of Blackwing Zonda per turn, and only once that turn. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can target one monster on the field, return it to the hand. You can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one level 5 or higher Blackwing monster from your hand or deck. Then take damage equal to its attack. Definitely, you're able to, continue to pop off even when this guy leaves the field. YuGiOh Cricket, Goatee Cosmos. And we got another one here. A lot of these cards are super rare for the Blackwing series. So hopefully if you do pick up enough boxes or packs, you do get all of them. If not, go to your local shop. Maybe they have singles that you can, do a whole collection of Blackwings if that's what you're looking for. Chinook, the Snow Blast. Kind of reminds me of YuGiOh and a few others. You can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls, send one Blackwing Synchro monster or one Blackwing Dragon from your extra deck to the graveyard. And if you do, until the end of this turn, the targeted monster loses 700 attack. Also negate its effect. This is a quick effect if you control as a dark synchro monster. All your Blackwing synchro monsters or Blackwing Dragon are all dark. Just so you're aware. You can only use this effect of Blackwing Chinook, the Snow Blast, once per turn. The Great Noodle Inversion, Black Shadow Squall, Celestial Apparatus Tessie, Draconic Pendulum. Oh man, this is really nostalgic for me. Thank you guys for joining me. This is awesome. Glad we're back in YuGiOh. It's been a long time. Decisive Battle of Koganda, the YuGiOh Cricket, Amazon Secret Arts, Turbo Tinted Hot Rod GT19. We gotta cut that down. Blackwing Vata, the Emblem of Wandering. I remember her value. Looks very similar. Are you guys cousins? Alright, this guy's a tuner, Winged Beast. If you control a Blackwing monster other than Blackwing Vata, you can special summon this card. You can only special summon Blackwing Vata once per turn this way. During your main phase, you can send this card onto the field to the graveyard along with one or more non-tuner Blackwing monsters from your deck. So the total levels sent equal exactly 8. And if you do, special summon one Blackwing Dragon. So this guy really helps you to get Blackwing Dragon out there immediately, which is cool. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except dark monsters. So you can continue to play, special summon more Blackwing monsters or other dark synchro monsters. Or just dark monsters. You can only use the effect of Blackwing Vata once per turn. Really good card to have. I could see you either wanting one or two of these guys, so you can have your Blackwings pop off. Chillament's Grief, Kagero the Cannon Ninja, Blackwing Twin Shadow, and Laughing Puffin. Let's pull a money card. That's what I'm looking for next. So there's a lot of Blackwings that are coming out, and that's really cool, but I want to get a money card. Let's get that money shot for this video, right? I don't know that first name. Omen of the Goatee. Chillament's Heartbeat, Hanshi Kyudo Spirit, Branded Beast for your Bysteel decks, Bay Rock Dragon, Amazoness Golden Whip Master, Prediction Princess, Amazoness Augusta. Yeah, Augusta. These are actually opening pretty well. I'm glad about that. Ninjutsu Art of Dancing Leaves, Blackwing Zonda, Tri-Brigade Showdown, Amazoness Silver Sword Master, and there we go. This is what we're looking for. This is Blackwinged Assault Dragon. So most likely, you do have your Blackwing Dragon from the original series. I don't think it never got an Assault mode up until now. So this is the Assault Dragon. One Synchro Tuner monster, one Tuner Synchro monster, and one non-tuner monster. At least, Must be either Synchro summoned or special summoned from your extra deck by banishing one Synchro monster and one Blackwing Dragon from your face-up field and or graveyard. Each time your opponent activates a monster effect, place one black feather counter on this card when that effect resolves. And if you do, inflict 700 damage to your opponent. During your opponent's turn, you can tribute this card with 4 or more black feather counters on it. Destroy all cards on the field. So you can wipe them clean so that you can attack them your next turn. That's really cool. It might be pretty difficult to get out, but of course with all the effects that you're pulling off from the graveyard, in hand, on the field, banishing cards, you can definitely pull it off. Draconic Pendulum, Curse of Eremator, Bay Rock Dragon, Naturia Camellia. We got Salamander Catalyzer, Ninjutsu Arto Iron Dagger, Amazon's Pet Liger King, crazy. Dude looks pretty crazy too. Soul Scissors, Kestere Shangri Era, Stars Align Across the Milky Way, Tearlament's Grief, Laughing Puffin, Underworld Ritual of Prediction. Alright guys, we're halfway through. Now continuing on the left side, we were looking at what I've already pulled. We've only pulled 2 ultra rare cards and 1 secret. So hopefully we pull a little bit more than just 3. Amazon's Silver Sword Master, Cucumber Horse, Blackwing Zonda, Decisive Battle of Goganda, Wallow, founder of the Drudge Dragons. This is a Zombie XYZ. This guy looks pretty crazy. That's cool. Underworld Ritual of Prediction, Kagero the Cannon Ninja, Tearlament's Grief, the Great Noodle Inversion. Surprisingly, I brought my little clips on the side. I hate opening up packs with scissors. I believe Tactical Masters gave me such a problem. I had these guys are just ready. Hanshi Kyudo Spirit, we got Amazoness War Chief, Kastira Ogre, Ninjutsu Arts of Dancing Leaves, and look at that, we got World Sea Dragon Zealantis. This guy looks insane. Sea Serpent Link Monster, Link Effect Monster. 2 effect monsters. This is, you can control only 1 World Sea Dragon at a time. What deck is this for? Oh, this is one of those standalones. Alright, and of course your Link monsters point in direction. So this points up, down, left, and right. There you go. Infernal Queen Salmon, Underworld Ritual Prediction, Yori Shiro of the Aqua, Stars Align Across the Milky Way. Amazon's War Chief, Kastira Ogre, Hanshi Kyudo Spirit, Amazon's Secret Arts, and we got the other Synchro Monster, Blackwing Boris Storm, the Wicked Wind. I'm not going to go into reading this. I did read it earlier. You need 1 Dark Tuner and 1 non-tuner monster. Basically, if you remember YuGiOh Guardian, if you kill your opponent's monster, you can bring it back to your side of the field in defensive position. So essentially, you can, control everything you like depending on how well you build your deck around that. Infernal Queen Salmon, and that was one of my favorite cards. YuGiOh Guardian, not being an X-Saber, definitely fits into playing X-Saber, so just so I can use your cards to do my own secret summons. Scareclaw Decline, Blackwing Twin Shadow, Tobari the Sky Ninja. Triberate Showdown, Soul Scissors, Ninjutsu Arto Iron Dagger, Naturia Mole Cricket, Bestial, Truest Worm. Truest Worm is actually a pretty good card. Looking at the prices of it, this card, even though it's just a super rare, it could fetch you for a good $2. Hopefully you pull the other guy that actually pulls pretty much a strong amount of weight for being a super rare. Tobari the Sky Ninja, Celestial Apparatus Tessie, Psychic Rover, Amazon's Golden Whip Master. See, that's what I'm talking about. This is the one that gave us trouble. And trying not to break my cards or bend them. Good lord. Please be nice. Ninjutsu Art of Dancing Leaves, Tilting Entrainment, Element's Heartbeat, Ninjutsu Iron Dagger. Here we go, Ultra Rare Valance Awakening Solo Activation. Another support for your guys' Valance decks. Laughing Puffin, you got Yorishiro of the Aqua, Curse of Airmater, Draconic Pendulum. Oh my gosh. We have Salamander Crystal Catalyzer, Yourself in Full Bloom, Omen of the Gulti, Castira Preparations. We have Blackwing Vata again, pretty cool. We got two. If I needed those two, I got them. Naturia Camellia, Original Bamboo Sword, Naturia Blessing, Silent Wolf Kalupo. Come on, let's go. Let's pull it. Let's pull a Starlight. I would like to get a Starlight, please. Gulti Cosmos, Turbo Tainted Hot Rod G19, Silver Sword Master, Pet Liger. Cool. Got another Chinook. So if I was actually building a Blackwing deck out of this box, I'm actually doing pretty good on my pulls. There is an ultra rare normal, well, not normal, ultra rare effect monster. Haven't pulled him yet out of this box at least. Bayrock Dragon, Frecky the Runic Fangs, Underworld Ritual of Prediction, and Celestial Apparatus Testing. There we go. We got Blackwing Zonda, Tri-Brigade Showdown, Amazona Silver Sword Master, Tillman Scream, Sprite Double Cross, Laughing Puffin, Draconic Pendulum, Curse of Airmater, Bayrock Dragon. Be nice, be nice, be nice. Ugh. Nature more Cricket. You got Salamander Catalyzer, Full Bloom, Omen of the Gulti, Prediction Princess Tarot Treath, Original Bamboo Sword, Naturia Blessing, Silent Wolf Kalupo, and we got Amazonas Augusta. Fusion monsters, I understand. Rituals, you gotta follow the rituals. Unless, you know, things have changed since then. But of course, rituals and you have to pull the monsters. Too hard. Scareclaw Twin Saw, Tilting Entrainment, Tier Elements Heartbeat, Gulti Cosmos, Gulti Fury, Naturia Camellia, Great Noodle Inversion, Black Shadow Squall, Naturia Blessing. Castira Preparations, you got Tillman Scream, GT19, and got our Liger King, Destructive Daruma Karma Cannon. Good lord, that's pretty big. Changes many monsters on the field as possible to face down defense position. Then, if either player controls a face up monster, they must send all face up monsters they control to the graveyard. It's either go put your head down or go to the graveyard. Your call. This is also an ultra. We have Black Shadow Squall, Milky Way Prediction Princess, and Celestial Apparatus. For our final one, I do have a couple. What's it called? A couple cards I'd like to show you guys before we go out, but let's get through this guy. Amazona's Secret Arts, Amazona's Spiritualist, Decisive Battle Gogonda, Scareclaw Twin Saw. We got our Black Feather Whirlwind. Alright, so this is the one that you're looking for with Vata. Once per turn, if you special summon a Dark Synchro monster from the extra deck, you can target one of your Blackwing monsters or Blackwing Dragon that is banished or in your graveyard. With less attack than that special summon monster's special summon. Once per turn, If a dark monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can remove one black feather counter from your field instead. So this will definitely help you keep your cards on the board. Amazonas Augusta, we got your original Bamboo Sword, your Golden Whip Master, and your Scareclaw Decline. As a little surprise, we did pull a Blazing Cartesia the Virtuous Starlight Rare. This definitely paid for the box that it came out of. Probably paid for 2. These guys look so crazy. The textures are awesome. Well, texture is pretty much the same as the actual foil here, but rather than that, the entire card is pretty much like a secret rare. That's a little difference between these guys. You can see as Lady Labyrinth, if I could pull her up, is only the artwork and the name itself, where the Starlight is the entire card. Hope you guys have a great time. I do miss playing Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot. I just haven't found the right deck. I don't really want to jump into it. But see you guys out there. This has been fun. I'm glad if you guys stuck it through with me. You had a great time. Alright guys, take care.